Welcome to Offshore Affairs. In this video, we will talk about one of the most preferred jurisdictions for offshore company formation, the British Virgin Islands. The BVI is broadly one of the main and most sought-after offshore vehicles from the Caribbean, as forming an offshore company in the BVI will grant you income tax and capital gains tax exemption, including withholding free payments to non-resident companies or individuals on any type of payment, allowing you to reinvest your earnings in growth. The BVI is used by all types of business activities, including, but not limited to, trading and e-commerce companies. Startups and tech businesses, holding companies, investment funds, crypto-related activities, precious metals and stones, asset protection, and much more. The BVI is a reputable and well-established jurisdiction for offshore companies, recognized and respected worldwide. This enhances your company's credibility and trustworthiness. The BVI is not a black or gray listed jurisdiction, allowing you to freely trade under a company well regarded internationally as a jurisdiction not used for tax evasion and money laundering. The British Virgin Islands determines corporate tax residency by place of management and control, not by country of incorporation. So even though a tax-resident company formed in the British Virgin Islands will not be subject to income tax on its worldwide income, by being a tax resident, if it has its place of management and control in the BVI, the company will be subject to economic substance requirements in the event it engages in one of the relevant activities. BVI companies can elect to have its tax residency somewhere else and not be subjected to economic substance requirements. Economic substance requirements. Only companies considered to be a tax resident in the British Virgin Islands will be subject to economic substance requirements if they engage in any relevant activity. To meet the economic substance requirement in the BVI, the company must basically be managed in the BVI, have employees in the BVI, appropriate office space depending on the relevant activity, and yearly expenditure. Relevant activities include, but are not limited to, headquarter business, distribution and service center, banking, insurance business, shipping companies, fund management, and intellectual property businesses, among others. Each relevant activity has its own legal definition of what activities fall under each relevant activity. For example, a BVI company that provides consulting services to a foreign affiliate may fall under the distribution and service center business activity. The BVI ensures a high level of confidentiality. Company ownership details are not publicly disclosed, providing privacy and protection for your business operations. Information on who owns the company is only known by your service provider. Companies formed in the BVI have the option to open offshore bank account in basically most offshore jurisdictions, from bank accounts in the USA to bank accounts in Europe, UK, Singapore, and even Hong Kong, as these companies in BVI are well regarded internationally in the banking sector. How to open a BVI company. Forming a company in the BVI is straightforward and efficient, with minimal paperwork and fast processing times. This makes it easy to set up and start your business quickly. Companies in the BVI can be opened remotely without you having to visit the islands. We will only need a copy of your passport and proof of address, and for you to fill out a quick questionnaire about your source of funds or wealth. To open a company, you will need at least one shareholder who does not need to be a resident of the BVI and without restriction on nationality or residency. Offshore Affairs is an international law firm specialized in offshore company formation, offshore bank accounts, international tax planning and international tax counseling, asset protection, trust setup, golden visas, and citizenship by investment. If you want to learn more details about BVI company formation, pricing, bank accounts, and more, check the links at the description.